Hello my crafty friends, it's Ellie from Periwinkle Matilda. I'm here with another craft with me. Let's make a belly band with a see-through window out of junk mail envelope. This is what we're going to be making today, and I hope you'll craft along with me. It's made out of a junk mail envelope. It's got a journaling card inside. And this is going to be my December daily, and I'll just show you how it fits on a page. So it'll just be glued on two ends, and then you'll be able to put paper, writing paper, anything underneath as the belly band, and then it'll also have a journaling card. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of junk mail. We're going to measure in centimeters from the left side to the window, which is about 3 inches. And then from the window to the right side, we're going to measure 3 inches so that we know this is where we want to cut. So that we'll have our window in the middle. We're going to cut this end off. And either my paper trimmer isn't cutting even, or the envelope isn't quite even, but that's okay. Then I decided to make it, I measured my page. I decided to make it 8 inches long because I thought that fit nicely. And we're going to cut this end off. So how's everyone doing today? I understand some parts of Ontario got some snow, a little bit of dusting. We just have a little bit of spitting rain. It's not too bad. A little on the chilly side though. But I can live with it, and I got my flu shot today. Always fun. So we're going to cut this top end off as well, just a sliver so that it can open up. I'm going to see if there's any loose ends that need to be glued down. We're going to glue those down. I really don't know why I got art glitter glue, because I seem to use my Beacon 3-in-1 all the time. I think that's my favorite glue. Okay. So then what I did was, you can either use papers. I'm going to be using Rachandbella Crafts, her Christmas Past Vintage Junk Journal Kit on Etsy, and I will link in the description box below a link to her Etsy shop, so you can order it, you can purchase it if you're interested. You can either collage the front, or what I did was out of cardstock, I just made a template rectangle. So I can use this to cut a piece out, and that's what I'm going to do today. So I think I'm going to use this part of the paper. I'm going to cut it down the size of my envelope. just cut this down to fit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark approximately where I want to cut it. I think I'm just going, you can use scissors, but I think I'm just going to use my utility knife. So I hope everyone's following along and enjoying the A to Z of Christmas Craft, the collaboration that's currently going on for the whole month of November. I will put links below of all the crafters. There's going to be a different crafter every day. I'm assigned to Friday the 5th, so be sure on Friday to join me for my video. So that fits perfectly, and I'm just going to try to lightly ink up the inside. Okay. I'm going to glue it down. You want to make sure that you get your glue nice and close to the window, so it doesn't catch on things on your page. And I'm just going to smooth it around because I don't want it oozing out onto the window. Okay, that looks good. Then we're going to do the inside. And for the inside, I think I will use this portion. So I'm just going to put glue all over the inside, lay it down. To use this part of the paper, so and I really wanted to cover all of this part. But because I wanted this part of the paper to be seen through, it kind of ended up being like this. But I think I'll add another piece for the end, just because I want something so that when you go to slide in and out your journaling card, that you don't see this part. So I think I'll just use some of this cover that up. And I'm just going to trim this off. And then I'll straighten it up with my utility knife. Doesn't really look straight. There we go. Okay, that looks better. Then I'm going to ink up all the edges, and then I'll do that off camera. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew across here. And then once I've done that and cut the thread, then I'm going to sew all along these 3 edges, and then I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. So I sewed around this part, then I sewed together these 3 ends, so this is ready to go. And now we'll do a journaling card. So get yourself a piece of cardstock and measure a piece that will fit nicely in here, and this piece actually does. And then take a piece of kit paper if you'd like, and cover the card. Oopsie. Give it a good burnish. Trim it off. Then get yourself something for the back of the card. I'm just going to use some coffee dyed lined paper. Give it a good burnish. Trim it down. Oh, it's a lot of extra glue. Okay, and then I'm gonna round the edges, or round the corners rather. Ink up the edges. I like to ink on both sides. Okay. Then we need to decide if we want, like I have a little image on the card. So let's see what we have. My fussy cuts from the kit. Let's see here. Maybe the Santa. Let's cut it out and see what it looks like. See. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to see if I can pull it out. Keeping it how I want it, which isn't very, it's not very even on the card, but that's okay. Back in before it dries so we can reposition it if we have to. And actually that's perfect as I move it. Put a little bit more glue in there. Okay. And then on this one, I put a little word. So let's see what word we have from the kit. I think I'll use joy. Ink it up. Got this new dauber at Michael's, and I think it was a Ranger one, and it came with these pads, and they're lousy. See how they're like coming apart, and it just doesn't do a good job. Have to figure something out with that. Okay, and then take a piece of card. Glue it onto some card, and then we're going to use pinking shears. I just have pinking shears that I got from the thrift store. So they weren't great. They were vintage. So I use them for paper. They work good for paper. Okay, I'm just going to ink up the edge. All right. Glue it on the front. And then the last thing is cutting out a tab. I'm going to use my whale tail. Okay, so this is a quick and easy project, but I think it turns out really nice. Now we have a belly band made out of junk mail window security envelope and a journaling card. So thank you again for joining me today and crafting along with me. And again, be sure to check out the links below of the A to Z of Christmas craft. I'll have the links of all the collaborators, the crafters and the collaborators. And be sure to join me on Friday when mine will be posted for you. So thank you again. Have a great rest of your day. Take care. Be safe. Bye-bye, friends.